Hey guys, and welcome to our lesson today. So let's go ahead and read what we'll be doing today. So, what we're going to be learning and doing today. Today, you will write your proof paragraph number 1 of your reading contract. So, yesterday you did your introduction paragraph, and today we're going to work on our proof paragraph. At the end of the lesson, you will continue to practice your reading of your fluency excerpt and provide feedback to your partner. So, we can't do our partners today, but if you do have a partner, maybe they can give you a little bit of feedback just to tell you what you need to be working on. So, again, today you need to go ahead and have your colored markers out for me, please. And from your fluency folder, you need the paper that says on it, organizing the model proof paragraph number 1 strips. I've already cut my strips. If you want, you can go ahead and cut your strips now and go ahead and get them cut out and pause the video so that you can have all of your 4 strips. If you once you get that, we'll move on to the next slide. All right, my friends, so you should have paused the video and now you have 4 strips, and these strips are in any kind of order. As you can see with our color coding, this is all proof 1. So the basic part is just putting these in order, okay? So give reasons and evidence, okay? So we're going to underline all of these. And what do you think, what color are we underlining? Orange, correct. Everything is going to be underlined orange. It doesn't matter which order you underline these now, because you are doing this, and you can see up on our example here, everything with our proof paragraph 1, everything is the reasons and evidence for that. So we're going to look at this writing contract. So we have 4 strips. Okay, one strip starts with when appropriate. The next strip starts with the most significant challenge. The third one is reading and hearing my sentences. And the last one says something I will do to work on. Now we've got to put these in order. Okay, so just like we did yesterday, this is our introduction paragraph, and we put it in order till it made sense. We introduced, we had a focus statement, we had a proof 1 and a proof 2. So we know our proof 1, okay, is going to be about making my sentences make sense. So where do you think we start our new paragraph off? When appropriate, the most significant challenge I have, or reading and hearing, or something I do. Which one do you think? I would agree with you. I am thinking the most significant reading challenge I have, okay? Or writing challenge. This one's writing. Writing challenge I have. The most significant writing challenge I have. This is going to be our first one. So we're going to lay that down first, okay? So then we stated it, okay? So then it says we need to give our reasons, right? We need to give our reasons and evidence for this. Okay, so what do you think would be something I will do? Yep, yep, I'd agree. Something I will do to work on this challenge is to say my sentences aloud. So, something I will do to work on will be our next sentence, because that's giving us what we're going to start doing and why, right? Okay, then we have to have another one. Remember, we had to have a proof, and then we had to have one challenge, and then we had to have 2 strategies to fix it. So, what is going to be our second strategy? Yep, very good. When appropriate, I will ask my peers. Okay, so the first one says that I'm going to read them out loud to myself, and the second one is that my peers are going to read them and say them out loud, and maybe we'll hear something different. So that's our second. And then our last one, of course, is our concluding statement. This concluding statement is telling us both of our different evidence and reasons and putting them all, wrapping them up in a bow. So you should have those 4. I'm going to tape them real quick. All right, so this should be what your second paragraph is going to look like. This is your proof one paragraph. So make sure you keep this next to you while you're writing so you can see the order and how we are going to make our paragraph, okay? So here is the sample. If you want to double check and make sure that we put it in the correct order, double check and make sure that your paragraph looks exactly like this one here. All right, so now we've already done our introduction paragraph. We caught the reader's attention. We've written our focus statement. We've talked about point one and point two. Today, we are going to focus clearly and only on this point one. So whatever you said was going to be your point one is the one thing that you're going to be working on. Okay, proof paragraph number one. Okay, we're going to describe the first challenge. Okay, it's going to tell us what our first challenge is. It is then going to describe one strategy to overcome that challenge. Then it is going to describe another strategy to overcome the same challenge. We're still sticking to one challenge. And then explains how both strategies will help overcome that challenge. That's what we're going to be focusing on in our second paragraph or our proof paragraph one. Okay, so here's our learning targets for the day. We will be able to write proof paragraph one of our reading contract, and then we will be able to fluently read an excerpt of text aloud for our audio book. So we'll be working on both of those today. Here is your end of Unit 3 assessment. Remember, we're going to be working on this top part of writing the reading contract, and then we are going to revise it for our final copy next week. Okay, here's our informative checklist. Remember, we're going to focus on I group related information together to better explain my topic. So one area here. And then we are going to focus on I use facts, definitions, and details from the text to explain my ideas. So I want to be very specific about why I think this is a challenge, what my strategies are going to be. The words and sentences I use are appropriate. So remembering that I'm talking and specifically staying on task with one topic. Okay, so when I group related information together, I can better explain my topic. I'm going to be focused on today. Each proof paragraph has information about a reading challenge and the strategies to overcome it. I use facts, details, and definitions from the text to explain my ideas, and the words and sentences I use are appropriate. Okay, so here's your proof one paragraph. So now you need to be in your Google Classroom and looking at your paper. So remember that when you are, let me see here. Okay, we are on that page. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to my waffle. When I go to my waffle, I'm going to go to my classroom. From the classroom, you're going to have a couple different classrooms. You're going to go to third grade 2020, 2021. Okay, you're going to go up here to classwork. You're going to scroll to your reading contracts in ELA. You're going to go ahead and open up your reading contracts. When you open up your reading contracts, it will have your first paragraph already written in there for you. You finished that yesterday. Then you're going to come down, you're going to scroll down. Remember to make it orange, make it a darker type of orange so that we can see it. That might be a little too dark, so we're going to custom it here, make it more bright orange here. Right, we're going to bright orange it right there. That's going to be okay. And we can put this in a dual screen, remember? So lower this down. You're going to bring it over here till I get that. There's that. And then I'm going to bring over my reading contract over here. Oh, I did it again. I don't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Sorry, my friends. I have to reopen this again. Move my guy over here. Let's opening up my reading contract again, and I'm going to make half a page here, okay? So you can see that I have half a page reading, and then I have my lesson over here. So I'm going to open up my lesson again, and I'm going to be on the page, okay, that, oops, nope, I don't want to do that. Be on the page, come on, it's not being friendly. I gotta lessen it again, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, be on the page where I can see my template, because as you can see here, Mrs. Sierra has written you a template and given you some ideas of how to write your paragraphs, okay? So we are going to bring this over. Oops. Okay, so now I have right here, I want to be writing, and right here is where I want to see. So it says the most significant challenge I have when reading is blank. So what is my proof one? I'm going to type that in there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and type that where I want it, okay? And I'm going to make sure, okay? And I'm going to say in here that I'm just going to open this up for myself here, get it custom colored again, and I'm going to say the most significant reading challenge. And I'm going to start typing, and I'm going to use that template from our lesson here, okay? You want to use this, and basically from this red to the end of the red is all you want to use. The most significant challenge I have when reading is blank. Something I will do to work on this challenge is blank. I will also do blah, blah, blah. So you have your two strategies. These strategies will help me by how are they going to help you? So now you're going to want to pause the video, and you're going to want to go ahead and type this in there, okay? You're going to want to make sure that it is in your, and use this as you are writing, okay? So that your contract will have that written on there, minus the blanks, because you're going to fill in these blanks. When you are done typing, unpause the video and come back, and we will continue practicing our excerpts. But remember, just go ahead and get this paragraph written on your reading contract for today. Go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, guys, so you should have completed writing your second paragraph and using the template that was given on the last slide. So now let's go ahead and look at what our fluent readers do these things. So we're going to read smoothly. We're going to correct ourselves after we make mistakes. We're going to read in an appropriate volume for everyone to hear. So not too soft, but not really loud. Okay, we're going to read in an appropriate pace for everyone to understand. We're going to pause at commas and stop at the periods. We're going to read questions and exclamations. We're going to change our voice and volume depending on the meaning. We're going to change the tone to match the message. We're going to read dialogue between quotation marks with expression. And we're going to change your facial and body language to convey meaning. So remember, you are reading your excerpt from either Nazarene Secret School or from Rain School here. And you're going to, whatever number you are, you're going to practice that today. If you don't have a partner, just practice it by yourself, reading it 2 or 3 times. Maybe this evening or later on today, you can read it to mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, and they'll make sure that you are not reading it too fast or reading it too slow. Remember, when you get back to school, we're going to be recording our lessons together. So today, because you do not have a partner, we will not be peer critiquing today because we don't have partners to be doing this. But please be studious like this cute little cat here and make sure that you're practicing this aloud at least 3 or 4 times so that we will get really, really good at it so that we are ready to record as soon as we get back to school. All right, my friends, you now have 2 paragraphs finished. Your teacher is going to be able to look at those today and make sure that you have gotten those finished. If you have any questions, try to come on at trainer hours or teacher hours, and we will be talking to you soon. Have a wonderful day.